Hi everyone, welcome to Sattui's Wine of the Month Club cooking demo. Today, we'll be firing up the grill and making a classic chicken satay with a spicy Thai peanut sauce.
Paired with our 2021 Merlot.
The aromatics in the grill and the char are going to pair beautifully with this wine, or alongside any of our medium-bodied to lighter-bodied reds. Let's get to cooking. Cheers. First thing we're going to do is we're going to start out with our marinade for our chicken satay. We're going to start off with a classic combination. We're going to go with curry powder, about a tablespoon. We're going to add garlic powder, about a teaspoon. We're going to add kosher salt, a tablespoon. Black pepper, 1.5 teaspoons. Palm sugar or brown sugar. I'm using dark brown. Either one works fine. We're going to want that extra molasses kick to it. So this is our backbone. This is the heart of the dish right here. And 2/3 cup coconut milk, just enough to kind of bring it all together. So we're going to take about 2 pounds of chicken. So the grain of the chicken is going to run down the breast line. You can see it clearly right here. We're going to cut against that grain, so we get nice long pieces to marinate. And the reason why we're slicing this open this way is we really want to let that surface area be exposed to our marinade, so we get nice aromatic chicken. And we'll go right into our marinade. But you really want that marinade to get into your chicken and flavor every part of that bird. We're going to go ahead and let that rest minimum of 4 hours, ideally overnight. All right, this is a very important step. We want to make sure that we do not skip it. We are going to take our wooden skewers and we're going to soak them. I just got some regular tap water here. It's room temp, ambient. Hot, cold works just fine. Just soak them for at least 20 minutes, up to overnight, or at least an hour or so. But ideally, you just want them to really kind of hydrate up. And the reason it's going to give us insurance when we're grilling, and it's going to help to make sure that the skewer stays intact and is there as a handle for when we need it later. We're going to jump into our spicy Thai peanut sauce. With this, we're going to start off with a little bit of canola. We got about 2.5 tablespoons. Add that right into our pot. To that, we're going to add our shallot. And we're just going to sweat until translucent. Do this at about medium-high heat. All right, to that, we're going to kick in our Brunoise ginger. We're doing a 1/3 cup here. And we're just going to soften that up real fast so those flavors meld together. Essentially what we're doing is we're making a curry and we're whisking in a little bit of peanut butter into it at the end. Okay. So our shallot has lost its colors, becoming translucent. Our ginger is starting to just soften right there. It's just what we want to see. It's going to kind of mute that bite just a little bit. We're going to kick in our bell pepper. We have our tricolor from earlier. Just enough to incorporate. So from here, we're going to use our red Thai curry paste. And more importantly, anytime you work with a curry paste, you're going to want to cook it. You're going to want to toast those aromats, and it's going to make your food so much better because you did. We want to see it kind of stick to the bottom of the pan just a little bit so that we can deglaze with our coconut milk. Just now starting to get a little bit of a fond. Go ahead and take some of our coconut milk. Try to just do the top layer if you can. You're going to get the coconut cream over the milk there. And we'll just kind of incorporate that. Give it a moment. Really scrape the bottom of the pan right now. Just make sure it's nice and clean. Look at that. All right, adding the rest. We're gonna let this just simmer for a moment and come together. Kind of reduce our coconut milk just a splash. So as our sauce reduces, let it ride for about 2.5, 3 minutes or so, depending on your temperature. To that, we're going to add about 2 tablespoons of dark brown sugar. It's just gonna help sweeten it all up, tie it all together. I just find the brown sugar tends to add a little something with a nice kind of cane molasses note to it. Now we're gonna add 2 tablespoons of peanut butter. You can add more if you like. Everyone's tastes are a little bit different. To that, right near the end, we're gonna kick in our fish sauce. It is absolutely awesome, and it adds just a ton of umami to this dish. Now that we've simmered for a little bit and our bubbles have slowed, we've reduced the water activity in our sauce. It's getting a lot thicker now. It'll thicken a little bit more as it cools. Right before that, we're gonna add in half a teaspoon of rice wine vinegar, seasoned, and the juice of 1 medium-sized lime. This is our acid, and we wanna add it at the end to keep it nice and bright so that it doesn't really cook itself out and lose that freshness that it has. And it's gonna keep our sauce absolutely beautiful and bright. We're gonna kick in about a tablespoon of salt. So from here on, we're just gonna go ahead and transfer this to another vessel and let it cool. Well, you can store it in the fridge. It'll hold about 5 days refrigerated, just so you know. All right, so we have our chicken. It's been marinated for 4 hours. We're gonna go ahead and take some of our soaked skewers, and we're just gonna thread it up. When I hold up the skewer, I like to think about where I'm gonna pick it up off a platter, and then that's where I'm gonna build to. So we'll build to here, and then we'll just take a nice piece of chicken. We're just gonna kind of weave it on. Beautiful. And we'll just bring it down to our hand. And that's where we begin our skewer building. And we'll do one more. All right, even it out after. And then we have our first beautiful skewer ready to grill. 2 more. It's a bright sunny day outside. We've got these skewers ready to go. Our charcoal's already lit. Let's head out to the vineyard. All right, welcome back. Here we are at Vittorio's Vineyard. We got our grill hot, our skewers prepped, and we're ready to start grilling shortly. Just enjoying a nice glass of red in this beautiful day. Let's get to cooking. All right, so we have our grill set. We've got our coals burned up. Ideally, we want to be able to hold our hand over the top for about 4 seconds, about 6 to 8 inches off the grill surface. And that's gonna tell us that we have a nice hot searing fire. But first, we are gonna dress up our grill. We take a sheet of aluminum foil, I'm gonna fold it in half, and we're just gonna kind of make a little cummerbund here for our skewers. So when we throw them on the fire, we do not lose the skewer itself. Carefully and cautiously. So we're gonna go ahead and oil our surface. Might flare up a little, just go ahead and keep moving. All right, so we have our skewers go directly on, making sure that our skewers, the wooden part, hang over our little aluminum foil cumber belt. They smell fantastic. I'm so excited. Okay, so we've flipped our skewers. We've got a nice char on the outside. We got the color we're looking for. What we're looking for now is doneness. We just give a little simple poke test. We want to make sure that the meat is firm, but also slightly ever yielding to the touch. That way our skewers stay nice and tender and moist, and we know our chicken's cooked all the way through. All right, so we've got our grilled skewers. We've got our spicy Thai peanut sauce, and we're gonna go to plate. And take some of our sauce, and we're just gonna kind of spread it around. We're gonna get a nice even baseline going here, and we're gonna plate into the sauce. Taking our skewers right across, and have some fun. Nice char. All right, and we'll just do a light drizzle across. Got some micro cilantro. Give it some texture and some color. Do some scallion. Some fried shallots we made earlier. And finally, give some fresh limes to garnish the plate. And as people go for it, and snag a lime or two. And one on top just for good measure. There you have it. We have our grilled chicken satay with a spicy Thai peanut sauce. All right, now for my favorite part, let's go ahead and give it a taste. That's a clear winner. The acid of the lime pairs very well to the acid of the wine. The creaminess of the peanut butter and the richness of the peanut nut itself really marries well to the wine. And then finally, all those spices against that jammy body fruit really hold up nicely with the ginger, the bell pepper, the lemongrass. It all sinks through quite nicely. This is a great summertime grill recipe. Anytime you can get out in the sun and spend the day grilling alongside a nice glass of Sattui Red, it's gonna be a good day. Till next time, thanks for watching. Bon appetit. Cheers.